Mateo, 23, your Miss Universe Philippines, Iloilo City.
Meanwhile,
be with Ilonggos, I really want to give back to my community.
So you can really feel the love from the
Yes,
Ilonggos. That's why we're
yes.
called the City of Love as well.
Yes, that's true.
Okay, can you give us a description of how different was it from the last time you were here in Iloilo City and the first time you stepped into Iloilo City after winning the crown? How different was it?
Simple life back then, and now with a snap of a finger, everything changed. People are starting to recognize me. They are shouting for my name. They wanted to have photos with me, and sometimes it feels weird because up until now, I still can't believe that I won Miss Universe Philippines.
So up till now, you're not used to the
Used to
thought
that
you're
fame,
still, you're still
fame.
absorbing it.
Yes, I need to adjust because as of the moment, I still in shock of what happened to me in the span of 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
Yes.
Okay, let's take it back 5 years ago. 5 years ago, did you ever think that you will be in this place right now that you're in?
I've always dreamed of being a beauty queen, to be honest. Never be 100% ready for what will happen once you have the crown. And I always have big dreams for myself. And however, what happened with Miss Universe Philippines, it's like a dream come true. Difficult to absorb right away. But I prayed for this. I worked hard for everything that is happening to me. And I'm very much happy that God listened to my prayers and to the prayers of the Ilonggo community.
Indeed, we were all praying for you, and actually, there were a lot of predictions that I saw online. A lot of our friends are telling that they had the dreams and they had the inside visions, visions. So it was all true, and hopefully that will go a long way as well.
I hope so. Up until the Miss Universe stage.
Up until the Miss Universe stage. Okay, so last time we had your mom here at our show for Models of Iloilo, and we can really sense, and of course our viewers as well, they were able to sense that you have gained or kung nagmana ka a lot from your mom.
Yeah.
So for you, what is it that what is the strongest factor or trait that you got from your mom?
She is strong-willed. I mean, she never backed down in every challenge that life has thrown at her. And she is the image of power and strength that I have in my mind up until I competed in Miss Universe Philippines. And I am forever grateful that I was raised by a single mother because I was able to realize the strength of a woman, that you don't need anybody to define your success. You don't need a man to define what your future will be. And I'm just happy that my mama is very supportive in this journey, and she's really the reason why I won Miss Universe Philippines because she was the first person who believed in me.
Wow. So she's very empowering,
Yes.
and she's a very independent woman.
That's true.
Okay, let's give our viewers a brief background. How did you start, or how did you get into pageantry?
I tried school pageants before, but I wasn't able to win, and it was heartbreaking because I was thinking maybe I wasn't meant for pageantry. And when I finished my school, I was able to work as a lecturer for 2 years in Manila. I was there alone, and then Miss Iloilo was launched, and they are looking for 3 lovely ladies to represent the City of Love in Miss Universe Philippines, in Binibining Pilipinas, and world. And I realized that maybe this is my chance to break the barriers that I have, the fears that I have in me. And I'm already done with my studies. I have nothing to lose. And it was my mama who told me to pass my application 2 days before the deadline. So actually, it
Two
was an
days before the
impulsive decision
deadline.
because if you're gonna think about it, I'm already working in Manila.
Yes.
I'm stable there, and joining pageant is really a great sacrifice for me, for my dreams. And as a breadwinner of our family, I need to think about the finances, and it really affected me. However, my dream is bigger than the doubts that I have in me. And I was able to conquer everything with the love and support from the people who really believe in my dreams.
So it was really, really worth the try.
Yes.
So it's just amazing to see things that you can reach if you just try, right?
That's true, that's true. I mean, it's better to fail than to have regrets in life.
That's very true.
And failure is actually a stepping stone towards success. So don't be afraid when you fail. Don't be too sad or feel bad when you fail, because God is trying to lead you to a better door.
Wow.
Trust me, it happened to me.
I'm really learning something from you here right now. I'm really liking this interview. Okay, let's talk about your journey to the Miss Universe Philippines. So, can you please walk us through the hardships or the what you say challenges in joining Miss Universe Philippines?
The greatest challenge was when pandemic happened, because I was thinking of giving up, and I was thinking that I need to do something for my family first before, trying to represent Iloilo City, because I was a daughter first before I was a candidate.
Mm-hmm.
But my mama would always tell me that I have sacrificed so much to be there, and she didn't raise me to be a quitter. And I was able to conquer everything by believing in myself. Like, even though I'm struggling inside, even though my mental health is, during that moment, there was a moment in which I feel I was really low, and I was really anxious about the uncertainty of the future, because I'm the breadwinner of the family, and I really need to do something to offer something to my family's table. And I realized that God will be testing your character in the challenges that He's sending you.
Mm.
And it's a sweet victory, because looking back, it wasn't an easy journey, but it was really worth it.
So I could really imagine the pressure that you went through, especially because as far as I know, the original schedule of the Miss Universe Philippines was pushed back because of the pandemic, right? So I'm pretty sure that created a lot of anxiety in between.
True. And my first plan was, the competition is going to be on May, and I'm going to take my licensure examination in the US around October. That was my plan. And during the pandemic, I got terminated from my agency.
Oh, too
But
bad.
good thing
anyways,
I got
yes.
terminated, because Miss Universe Philippines is waiting for me.
So that was the you were destined for this.
Yeah.
That's why. So okay. Speaking of pressures and all that, what preparing for the big day of Miss Universe Philippines? What kept you sane? What boosted your emotions? And what were you looking? What strengthened you?
Maybe it's the image of me having that crown on top of my head,
Okay.
because it wasn't easy, but I'm a big dreamer. And I would imagine myself before I sleep that I have the title, I have the crown, I can do so much to the Ilonggo community. I can go back to my advocacy, which is Feed Me in a Radio program
Mm-hmm.
around the Kalahunan dump site. And I realized that I need to really have this pressure in me, so that that would be an example of a pushing force to do better. Because again, I started as the underdog, the dark horse, as they call me. But I would always remind myself that David was able to defeat Goliath.
That's
So
true.
I was able to conquer greater heights because of that mindset.
That's true. Okay, upon winning this crown, you were called with a lot of nicknames. We are here and there, but can you tell us which is your favorite?
When I was in Balasan, Iloilo, I was called Ibyang Byang by my friends. So I think that was my sweetest nickname, and it had a humble beginning. It represents me as a child with a simple childhood. And up until now, I would imagine myself with all the success And I used to dream all of these things when I was young. That little Biang was
Little
able
Biang.
to have this success because she believed in herself. And yeah, I hope that the rest of the country would call me Biang because
Biang. Oh,
that's
okay.
the best representation.
Wow. So aside from all those dark horse,
Yeah.
phenomenal woman, Biang.
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 Yes.
So guys, if you're
Biang.
watching this, maybe you could start calling her Biang from now on. Okay, so let's take it back to the pageant night. So when your name was called that you were included in the top 5, what was running into your mind?
I was celebrating inside. I didn't
Who
care
would it
if
be,
I
right?
would land at fourth runner up, but I was really celebrating and I was thinking na I know Iloilo City is already proud of me being on a top 5, and that was my first national pageant. That's why there's not so much expectation about me, which is good. But the funny thing is, when we had the top 5, we had individual crowning moments so that no results will be leaked to the media. And I was the last one to be framed, to be crowned. And it was crazy. Like, I didn't even know the results up until October 25. And my road managers can attest to that. I have no idea. Like, I was, like, everybody in social media was posting that I won, but I wasn't able to really see the clip. And I was thinking maybe it was my video that was leaked. So I cannot have assumption during that moment. And I was asking them, did I really win? And they were asking, we don't know.
Wait, when you were answering the final question, how did you keep yourself in
Noble
composure?
ciudad. Iloilo was very privileged a long time ago.